Okay, we are here. एक second. Good, it's कौन off करे भाई? Assalamualaikum Shakeen. Welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel if it's your first time watching my video. हाँ, अप्रैल की बात करते हैं. April was intense. I read books that gave me chills, books that made me question my beliefs, and some books that just didn't work for me. If you have ever picked up a book, read 50 pages, and still felt, nah, trust me, you're not alone. So, in today's video, I'm sharing everything I read in April, the ones I DNF'd, and why, and maybe just maybe you will find your next read or one that you should probably stay away from. So, keep watching till the end. Starting with the first one, which is The Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. ठीक है, ये classic है. और fun fact, ये book was also the book of the month for April for of our book club. If you have not checked it out yet, you can check the link in the description. ठीक है, ये क्लासिक है. इसके मेरे को हाई एक्सपेक्टेशंस थे और probably Agatha Christie is the first author जिसके ऊपर मैंने इतना डिटेल में रिसर्च किया था. We were having weekly discussions, with weekly meeting हो रहे थे. Everything was happening and I was doing a lot of research about this one. And ठीक है, स्टोरी की बात करते हैं before I share why I did not like this one. Let's talk about the story first. स्टोरी ये है कि एक ट्रेन है जो कि स्नो में अटक गई है because of some snowstorm. ट्रेन रुक गई है और वहां पर एक जनों का मर्डर हो जाता है और वहां पर 12 सस्पेक्ट्स है और अपना एक लेजेंडरी डिटेक्टिव है जिसका नाम हरक्यूल पॉयरॉइट है एंड ही इज असाइंड टू फाइंड द मर्डरर. अब उन्होंने सबका इंटरव्यू लेते, सब चीज़ें जांच पड़ताल, हर चीज़ की जांच पड़ताल करते. एंड या apparently it is supposed to be pure suspense, but it is pure headache. That's the best word I can use for it. इतना सर फिर गया मेरा ये पढ़ते जब क्या है चल क्या रहा है यहाँ पे. Every the last two brain cells that I had like attempted suicide, like they attempted to unalive themselves. मेरे को ज्यादा पसंद नहीं है literally. Like towards the end you will, I don't know what was happening. I don't know what was the aim of the author through this book. I did not like it, even if it's a classic, even if Agatha Christie is known as the queen of crime novels. मेरे को ये किताब अच्छी नहीं दिखी. I had high expectations. Maybe it's just me. मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा expectations थे, and this book did not meet them. Moving on. Next is Beijing Ghost, जिसकी मेरे को free copy मिली थी in exchange of an honest review. It follows our main character जिनका नाम कारा चैन है. Okay, उन्होंने एक लॉस एंजलिस लॉस एंजलिस में एक रियल एस्टेट एजेंट है who must sell a haunted mansion with a dark family secret. ठीक है. As she navigates the challenges of selling the property, she uncovers a mystery involving ghosts from Beijing. Okay, with the help of her friends and loved ones, Kara must confront the paranormal activity to close the deal. उनको she has to make the deal happening. So I'm not a big fan of horror novels. ठीक है. Still, I enjoyed this book. It was a decent book. It was short. It was crisp. It was to the point, and it was like a good book to get out of a reading slump. Moving on to the next one. ठीक है, next is the Beijing Beauties, which is the fourth one. ठीक है, last one was the third one in the series. ये the Beijing की जो series है इसके अंदर 5 books है. ठीक है, मैंने I think मार्च में 2 पढ़े थे. I forgot. Okay. And third was in April. Third, fourth was in April. जो last वाला मैंने review किया था that was third one. And now which I am reviewing is the fourth one जिसका नाम The Beijing Beauties है. I have one more to go. Okay, this book follows three Chinese women in Los Angeles who are navigating love and romance. The first is Ling, who is a beauty queen, who is hoping to be, who is hoping to get the eye or attention from her friend Cole. Second is Jin, who is a successful developer, who is seeking a match with an American man. And lastly, we have Cole, a mistress, who confronts her billionaire boyfriend about his avoidance and considers a new path. Okay, this is the fourth one in the series, and I must say I was quite impressed. ठीक है. It's good and it maintains a well structured throughout the book. ऐसी जगह पे कुछ it doesn't get dragged anywhere. So, there are very few characters and it is very short, sweet and a perfect blend. It's just perfect for you to get out of a reading slump. Next is Rising Healthy Kids. इसका भी मेरे को फ्री बुक मिला था in exchange of an honest review. ठीक है. In this book, the author reveals the presence of chemical toxins and pesticides in our daily products. अपन everyday जो भी consume करते हैं वो food items में क्या रहता है, meat, beef, egg, milk, bread, everything, every single thing that we eat उसके अंदर क्या रहता है अपने वास्ते, क्या अच्छा है क्या अच्छा नहीं है. It's not like typical books. ठीक है. It's not like you should eat green leafy vegetables. अच्छा है, decent है. Okay, from food to beauty items to cleaning supplies, it deals with everything. Okay, the author provides alarming test results for major brands and other practical alternatives and steps to help parents reduce their families, especially kids' exposure to toxin. That's the main aim of this book. Okay, it's a very practical book. It suggests actionable steps. Okay, what I love the most is that it is not about, it doesn't say that XYZ is unhealthy, but also suggests alternatives and tables. It has tables to make better choices. However, I did not understand why this there was a chapter on LGBTQ plus. It just seems out of context. There was just, I don't know. It's a book about chemicals and toxins, so I don't know why there was a chapter dedicated to, or I don't know why there was the need of integrating the LGBTQ plus community into this book. Okay, next is 1914 Namo or Mona. Why is 2019 not 2014? ये बुक की बात करें तो it literally provides a comprehensive insight into India's past, present and future. It maps the country's political journey with relevant data points, everything that you need to know. Okay, it is praised by experts and thought leaders. The book is considered a must read for those interested in Indian politics, electoral analysis, and the country's development. It's lauded for its lucid writing, depth of understanding, and ability to navigate complex topics. I really like the fact that it stays quite straightforward even while stating well researched facts about the political history of the country. I believe that I am a responsible citizen of my country and I need to know the past, present, and the future of something that really impacts my life, which is the government. Whether अपन accept करो या ना करो, government plays a very important role in our life, and it's our responsibility to keep up with that, to understand, to know where we are headed in the future, where we came from, where we are headed, what we are doing now. I think सबको you don't you know you need to know where we are headed, what is happening, what happened. हम लोग पास्ट में से कौन सी मिस्टेक करी with that which we should never repeat in the future. And उसके बाद से ये book is, I think it is pretty good. Just a brief about what happened, just a brief. Still, मेरे को तो ये जगह पे दिखा था कि the book was promoting a propaganda. It was biased towards a particular politician. मेरे को ऐसा दिखा, since politics is, इसके अंदर बहुत सारी चीजें involve होती है. There are so many factors. There are religion, there are beliefs, there are values, there are ethics, there are morals, everything. और उसके वजह से politics is something which is very sensitive topic. तो थोड़ी जगहों पे I thought कि book was promoting a propaganda, पर overall, from a Hawkeye's perspective, I think this book is still pretty interesting, and I would recommend you to pick it up. If not this, then something else. But you should still know where we were, where we are, and where we are headed. Next is Benghazi. Okay, this book it follows Mariam, who is a Libyan teenager struggling against patriarchal power and tyranny. She finds solace in her imagination and learns to distance herself from her dysfunctional environment. Okay, honestly, it was surprisingly pretty good. Okay, इसका भी मेरे को free ebook मिला था in exchange of an honest review. What I loved was the cover. The cover is exceptionally beautiful. Story is quite simple to read, understand, and relate to. The writing was very satisfactory. At times, it reminded me of Khalid Hosseini's writing. I don't know why. It was very nice. It has, and I loved that it has the simplicity. I love the books which has the simplicity in story. Story अपने आप में इतनी कुछ खास नहीं है. It majorly talks about the patriarchy in society. But overall, the story की beauty lies in its simplicity. And if you like those kind of books जिसके अंदर story is, जिसके अंदर सा कुछ mind blowing plot twist नहीं है, but story is very beautiful. So I think you could pick this one up. Now, let's talk about the books that I DNF. Okay, for those of you don't know, DNF is did not finish. There are two types of DNFs. One is hard DNF, other is soft DNF. Hard DNF is when, like, no, you are completely divorcing from this book, or you don't even want to look at that book ever again. That's hard DNF. On the other hand, soft DNF is, you're just judicial separation. You're just taking a few days off from the book. You can pick that up book. You know that this book has potential, and you're just postponing it to appreciate it. That's what soft DNF is. So many mostly soft DNF say, because April was, as I said before, an intense month for me. Something was wrong with my wiring, something was wrong with my brain, so I ended up DNFing about 7 books this month. Let's start with the first one, which is A House Without Windows, जिसके मैंने अच्छी खासी बुक पढ़ ली थी. I think I have read about this many pages. I don't know, I read a lot of chapters and I just could not move on. I could not force myself to read ahead. I really, really wanted to love this one. It is based in Afghanistan. It talks about a woman, जिसका नाम Zeba था, who was wrongly imprisoned. Okay, she was accused of murdering her own husband, जिसको she was loyal for years. You don't know what happened. One thing led to another, and she is now imprisoned for murdering her own husband. Okay, the writing was, it just felt off. Something was slow and just did not connect with me. There was some problem with the signals, I believe. I think I will really pick this up again. Maybe I can see the potential that I can write this. I can really like this one, but I should be in the mood to write like that one, which I'm currently not in. Next is No Matter the Wreckage by Sara Key. Sara Key is my favorite spoken poet. अगर आपने उनकी वीडियोस नहीं देखे तो प्लीज 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 चेक दैट आउट. उनके वीडियोस मेरे यूट्यूब लाइब्रेरी में सेफ है. वेन एवर आई फील an intense emotion, any intense emotion, her videos are the one which I go to, which I watch. So जब मेरे को पता चला कि that she has an poetry collection, I was like, I had to pick this up. When I start किया, and I really had high expectations, but I don't know why, but the poems were not connecting to me. मेरे ख्याल से the most logical reasoning behind this which I can find was कि सारा की मैंने सारे स्पोकन वर्ड पोएम्स ही देखे हैं उनके. So now reading that actually did not connect with me. हर जगह पे हर सेंटेंस पे I was imagining कि how she would have performed it had it been a spoken poem. I think that was where it got disconnected. And the second reason which I believe is कि both are different art together. Spoken word poetry is a different art and writing poems is a different art. अगर आप समझ रहे हैं कि आप जो poems लिखे उसको आप perform कर देंगे तो spoken word poetry हो जाएगी, तो you're wrong. Spoken word poetry में you use simple words, you use gestures, you use your body language more than the words to express your emotions. Whereas when you're writing poems, you're using words, you're using the format of the line, you're using the format, जो हिसाब से lines रहते हैं एक के बाद एक word कहाँ पे रहना, कोसा comma कहाँ पे रहना, you're using punctuations. They both come under the umbrella of poetry, but they are two different aspects of poetry, and I think that's the reason why I did not like this one as of now, but I think I'll pick it up again. Next is Star by Yukio Mishimi, which was translated to English by Sam Beth. मैंने अप्रैल में इसको DNF कर दिया था, but I picked it up again in May. Okay, it talks about a celebrity who is dealing with his own emptiness while acting and everything. This is also based on the author's real life. Yukio Mishimi की real life से inspired है ये book, and it is very short, it is very sweet. I don't know अप्रैल में क्यों मैं इससे connect नहीं कर पाई, but now that I'm reading it in May, just I am more than halfway already through that book. I don't know why, just instant connect हुआ and I am more than halfway through that book. वो writing style, मिशिमास की जो writing style है, it just makes you feel, but it makes you feel but also makes you wait, the gray zone. It is not black and white, it lies in the gray zone, and exactly what I need right now. And yeah, I'm loving it. Next is a non-fiction जिसका नाम है The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. Since I was not liking any fiction book, I thought कि why not try a non-fiction book, because non-fiction is my comfort zone, और हमेशा I have loved any non-fiction that I have picked up. So I tried it. बहुत लोगों ने बहुत तारीफ की थी. It was recommended by top YouTubers, a lot of the top YouTubers, and I did not like it. I did not like it. और ये थोड़ी शायद I feel it was outdated. I don't know, I just could not complete it. Just could not bring myself to keep on reading it. It felt obsolete most of the time, so I gave up on it. Next is The Challenger Sale by Matthew Dixon. Okay, again, this is also a business book. It has an interesting framework. It is about a seller who challenges the clients. Not a seller, but yeah, it's about sellers who challenge their clients. Somewhere along the lines, I felt the book got very repetitive and it did not hold my attention. And I think that book did not have anything of value for me as a person, so I gave up on it. Next is The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. This was recommended to me by a very lovely subscriber of mine. Thank you very much. And if you have any recommendations, do make sure to comment below. I'm always all ears for new recommendations. Okay, coming back to the book, I know that it is a classic. I know that it is written by Ernest Hemingway. Huh. That being said, the book, the pace, I just could not do it in the kind of mindset that I was in. I just could not carry forward. I really respect the writing, I respect the author, I respect the book, but it's just not for me. Maybe it's not my season for Hemingway. I will pick it up again, obviously. Obviously, I have to, but right now, as of now, I'm not in any way near to like this book. Okay, last but not least, we have Love from A to Z by S.K. Ellie. It was cringe. In one sentence, it was cringe. One good thing about the book is that it has Muslim representation, but everything other than that felt cringe to me. I had high expectations for this book. The way it starts is very amazing. The format, जो हिसाब से वो लिखा गया था, the format was very unique. Very different from the ones that I usually read. But somewhere along the line, the book got cringe to me. This is not the kind of book that I love or read or enjoy. So I DNF'd. अगर से मेरे को अप्रैल को एक सेंटेंस में अगर डिस्क्राइब करना होता तो I would have said experimenting with genres और अपनी limits को explore करना. That's the April for me. Some books moved me, some books had an impact on me, some felt like hard work, like a walk up the mountain, but every book taught me something, even the DNF ones. However, books are not meant to teach you anything, they are just meant to be read and enjoyed. That being said, आपने अप्रैल में क्या पढ़ा था? Which were the books that you loved or you DNF'd? Let's talk about them in the comments below. और अगर आपको bookish content में interest हो या फिर you feel you are in a reading slump, then hit the like, subscribe और Shawkins Book Club को जरूर join करना. It's free, you can join. The link will be in the description below. ठीक है, May में I am reading for now. This is my May reads, including The Star by Yukio. Yeah, May is going to be a really, really dramatic one. I have some special surprises coming up, so do make sure to subscribe. And yeah, see you all soon, inshallah. Allah Hafiz or happy reading.